And then maybe Johnny goes to school and kids start picking on him. They don't like the way he wears his hair. We don't like the way you talk or what you're doing. You're kind of a dork. So get away, get away. Or maybe they bully him, put his head in the toilet and flush the toilet a few times. Oh, fun times, right? Throw him in that locker and lock the door. Well, maybe he's in gym class, so we take all of his clothes while he's out exercising, and we take all of his school clothes and tie him in knots or throw him in the toilet and soaking wet. So he has to get help from mom at home, who isn't sometimes at home. Maybe we should just let them go ahead and have food fights or take their lunch money away from them and push them around. You know, the school bullies, the 10% of the kids on the school grounds that should probably be ready for DOCC? Or is it DO, where is the parent at CC? The Department of Corrections, I'm sure, has got housing thousands, maybe even millions of these people by now. Who knows? But here's what I do know. The following steps have got to be taken. Number one, the parents have to start finding out what's going on in your child's life. Isn't that simple? He has the right for privacy, the child does. But on the other hand, you have the right as the parent to work with him, to find out how he feels or how she feels. If she's having recurring problems at school, the parent needs to say, hey, Mr. Principal, or Mrs. Principal, or whoever is in charge, my son is having this problem. I need to work with you to correct this problem. And if it cannot be corrected, then I need to remove my son from this institution. Wow, Bill, you're really going off the soapbox on this one, aren't you? But that is what needs to be done. Parents need to start parenting. They need to get into their child's lives. Now, I look at different counties in the state of Washington. If you go over to Kitsap County, and I'm not saying every parent over there is wonderful, because we know they're not. Nowhere is every parent doing a wonderful parenting job. But when you look at the smaller communities, you do not see the problems. And if those problems start showing up, action is taken by the parents, and they work with the schools to get things done. When you get into the bigger cities such as Seattle, Spokane, Tacoma, etc., or bigger areas where there's more students, you see a lot less parenting. Well, Johnny goes to school at 8 o'clock and I'll see him because he'll be safe until 3 when he gets off the bus. From 3 until 6 or 7, of course, I'm working, as I've talked about just a moment ago. No, we need activities for these kids. We need to give them activities and build their interests. Not too long ago, our good sponsors and friends over at the Wild Child Work Shop, Candace Thompson, founder, and yours truly, had an opportunity to go to a career days at one of the local schools. We were asked to go ahead and take time to talk about our careers and what we found going on out in the business community and kind of extend out a helping hand for those students that were interested maybe in getting into that career. Well, folks, we went. In fact, I had done it 2 years before. This year was the scariest of all. I felt like for the first time in my life, I found the home of the zombie. Yes, the zombies coming out. Oh, you should have seen them, friends. Here they were, just zombieing around, walking around asking questions of each other. No expressions, makeup not even correctly put on, but walking around. And when you ask them a question, like, what are your career days because you're getting ready to graduate? What are you thinking about? Well, I don't know. Oh, I wanna work in high tech. Oh, me? Oh, I'm gonna go to college. Oh, wonderful. What are you taking in college? Well, I don't know. I guess I'm gonna take something. And then slowly, as the masses of zombies go from one workstation to another, only about 2 or 3% of them actually get the information that they really need. How sad it is. How terribly sad it is. Well, We're the parents. We're the base of what happens here. These shootings, these bullying, this violence, this sexual misconduct starts on the basic of what's going on at home and works its way through schools. And when it is not put into the right perspective, when parents do not take the time to reach their children and work with their children and try to work together, not as an overbearing parent, but as a friend, opening up new viewpoints for these kids, giving them newer opportunities, working with them, exploring their ideas, taking time to become part of their lives, instead of saying, well, yeah, okay, Johnny, I'll see you on Sunday. Because that's the only time Daddy and Mommy really get to talk. And Sunday afternoon, I think we could schedule you in. It's sad, but I'm going to tell you right now that in my heart, I believe that this violence is not going to stop. There will be more killings in schools. There will be more bullying. There will be more problems. More and more and more problems. Because the parents need now to take control and start working with the kids. And once we get the kids in the right group, in the right momentum, and in believing in life and the greatness that God's given us, then we can work with the students in the schools and work with the PTAs and work with the faculties of these schools. My heart goes out to so many of those teachers who try so hard to keep your kids safe, that work over and above the call of what their job description is to give your children an education. And to work under the fear, and friends and listeners, I'm telling you, the fear of not knowing what day, what hour, what minute are you going to go outside your house and hear that helicopter, or what hour or what day that the kids are going to go into a classroom only to find bodies or someone, some student, maybe their friend, taking human lives. We can't handle this anymore. We just can't do it anymore. Our kids need our help, and they need it now. So join with me, won't you? Check things out at your school. Sit down. Take time to be with your son, your daughter. Talk to them. Find out what's going on. And if they need help, don't belittle them. Give them help. Give them the opportunity to actually voice their opinion and to work with you to cure and solve their problems. So, I guess that's kind of the climactic end that I had when I walked out of that schoolroom and into the lobby and then out the front door that day. But I'll tell you also, I got a great feeling inside me to know that people are really trying and really do care. So, well, looking at the old time clock on the wall, and today I have no producer helping me out, of course, and we locked the audience outdoors. Well, no, we didn't. That's a lie. There's just nobody here but me. So by the looks of the old clock, I guess the show has got to wrap up. And let me tell you right now, it's been a pleasure being with you. Do me a favor, will you? Start talking about this. Talk with your neighbors about schools. Talk to your friends and just kind of kick the idea around. And if you have an idea for our show concerning this topic or any other topic, get a hold of us at, are you ready for this? Write this down now. KeebaAgency@gmail.com. That's Keeba, Keeba, agency, Agency, @gmail.com. Well, as we always say at the end of our shows, keep on smiling. Until we see you again, this is Bill with the Keeba Agency saying goodbye. This has been a production of the Keeba Podcast Live Shows. Like us on KibaAgency.com on Facebook or Gmail. Send us a line, will you?